Two people, same job, same income, same city. One feels trapped, stressed, like nothing ever works. The other feels excited, sees opportunities everywhere. Same external reality. Completely different experiences. So what's the difference? It's not what they have. It's not what they do. It's something invisible that most people never discover. And in the next 16 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how it works, why your entire life is a perfect mirror of something you can't see, and most importantly, how to change it. Before we dive in, I need you to do something. Pick one area of your life that isn't working the way you want it. Just one. Maybe it's money, maybe it's relationships, health, career, whatever. It doesn't matter. Got it? Good. Keep that in mind because by the end of this video, you're going to see exactly why that area looks the way it does, and it's probably not what you think. Here's what you're going to learn. First, the one invisible force that's creating your entire life experience right now. Second, why your outer world is always a perfect mirror to your inner world. Third, why 90% of people trying to change their lives are doing it backward and it never works. And fourth, what actually works. And a fair warning, this might challenge everything you've been taught about how life works. Ready? Let's start with the big reveal. Everything you're experiencing in life right now, your relationships, your bank account, your health, your career, where you live, how people treat you, all of it is a direct result of one thing. Now, you might be thinking, what do you mean by consciousness? Great question. Your consciousness isn't just what you think about. It's deeper than that. Your consciousness is your fundamental sense of who you are. It's your awareness of self. It's the identity you're operating from. And here's the part that changes everything when you truly get it. You don't create from what you want. You create from who you're being. Think about it. You can want wealth all day long. You can set goals, make vision boards, say affirmations, but if deep down your consciousness, the fundamental sense of who you are is someone who struggles with money, then guess what you're going to keep creating? Struggle with money. No matter how hard you try, no matter how much action you take, no matter how many strategies you learn, because you're not creating from desire, you're creating from consciousness. Your outer world, everything that you see and experience is always a perfect reflection of your inner world, who you believe yourself to be. And that brings us to the foundation of everything. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you a simple model that explains exactly how everything works. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. But stay with me. Don't skip ahead. Each piece builds on the last. Let me show you. This is what I call the 3-layer reality model. And if you understand this, you understand the secret to creating your entire life intentionally. At the top, we have your outer world. This is everything that you can see, touch, and experience. It's your relationships, how much money is in your bank account, your health, your career, where you live. This is what most people focus on. This is what most people are trying to change. They want a better relationship, more money, better health, a different job, and they try to change these things directly. They take action, they force, they push, they struggle. But here's what they don't realize. Your outer world is not the cause, it's the effect. The cause is in your inner world, your consciousness. Your beliefs about yourself and the world, your assumptions about what's possible for you, your self-concept, who you think you are, your habitual thoughts, your emotional state. This is where everything starts. This is the source. And this is the key. These 2 layers are connected by what I call the mirror effect. Your outer world is always mirroring your inner world. Always. With perfect accuracy. Think about an actual mirror for a second. If you stand in front of a mirror and you don't like what you see, let's say you don't like your expression, what do? Do you try to change the mirror? Do you touch the glass and try to rearrange your reflection? No, that would be insane, right? If you want to change what you see in the mirror, you have to change what's in front of the mirror. You have to change yourself. But here's what's wild. Most people spend their entire lives trying to change the mirror. They're trying to change their circumstances, change other people, force different outcomes, all while the consciousness creating those circumstances hasn't changed at all. If you want to change your outer world, and I mean real, lasting change, not temporary fixes, you have to change your inner world. You have to change your consciousness. Change who you're being, and what you're experiencing must change. It's law. It's inevitable. Let me show you exactly how this works with a real example. Let's say someone comes to me and says, I want to attract a loving relationship. I want a partner who values me, respects me, and treats me well. But I keep attracting people who don't. So I ask them, tell me about your inner world. Who do you believe you are when it comes to relationships? And they might say, well, I guess I'm just not lucky in love. I've always struggled with this. People always leave. I'm probably just not enough. There it is. That's your consciousness. That's their inner world. Do you see it? Their outer world is showing them exactly what their inner world believes. Their consciousness is, I'm not enough. People leave. So their outer world reflects back to them unavailable people, abandonment, rejection. The mirror is working perfectly. Now, what do most people do in this situation? They try to change their outer world. They go on more dating apps. They try to be more attractive. They chase after people. They try to convince someone to love them. But none of that works long term because they haven't changed their consciousness that's creating the pattern. But watch what happens when they shift their consciousness. When they do the inner work to generally believe, I am worthy, I am enough, I am valued, the outer world has to recognize. The mirror reflects the new consciousness. Suddenly, they notice different people being attracted to them. They have the confidence to walk away from situations that don't serve them. They stop tolerating disrespect, and they attract people who match their new consciousness. Same person, different consciousness, completely different realities. And this applies to every area of life: money, health, career, friendship, all of it. Okay, quick checkpoint. If this is making sense so far, you're getting it. Stick with me for the next few minutes because I'm going to give you the 3 critical truths that are going to change how you see everything. And then I'm going to show you why 90% of change attempts fail. So let's go. Based on this model, I want to give you 3 truths that are going to be the foundation of everything we do together. Truth number 1, consciousness is the only reality. Everything starts with consciousness. Your consciousness, who you believe yourself to be, is the creative force. It's not one factor among many. It's the factor. It's the only cause. Everything else is effect. This means you have way more power than you think, but it also means you have way more responsibility than you might want. You can't blame circumstances anymore. You can't blame other people. You can't say, this is just how it is. Because if consciousness is the only reality, then changing your consciousness changes everything. Truth number 2, your outer world is always a perfect mirror to your inner world. There are no exceptions to this, none. Whatever you're seeing in your life, whether you like it or not, is showing you exactly what your consciousness is. It's feedback. It's information. If you don't like what you're seeing, don't judge yourself. Just recognize it as valuable data. Your outer world is telling you exactly what your inner world believes. And here's what's beautiful about this. Once you know that, you know exactly where to work. You stop trying to fix the mirror and you go to the source. Truth number 3, change your consciousness, change your world. This is the promise. You don't need to know how your life will change. You don't need to figure it all out in one step. You don't even need to control the details. You just need to change who you're being. Change your consciousness. Change your fundamental sense of self. And your outer world will reorganize to match it. It has to. That's how the mirror works. Now, I want to be clear about something. This isn't magic. This isn't just think positive and everything will be perfect. This is deeper than that. You're not just talking about surface level thoughts. You're talking about consciousness. It's the bedrock of who you believe yourself to be. And changing consciousness takes awareness, intention, and most of all, practice. But first, you have to see the model. You have to understand that your outer world is a mirror. You have to accept that consciousness is the cause. And if you're still watching right now, I'm guessing part of you already knows this to be true. Part of you has already sensed that there's something deeper going on. All right, last thing before we wrap up. Why most attempts to change your life don't work? And the answer should be obvious now. Most people are trying to change the top layer. It's the outer world, without changing the bottom layer, their consciousness. You're trying to get more money without changing your consciousness around money. They're trying to find love without changing their consciousness around worthiness. They're trying to improve their health without changing their consciousness around their body. They're trying to change the reflection without changing what's in front of the mirror. And sometimes they might get temporary results. They might force something to happen through sheer willpower, but it doesn't last because the consciousness hasn't changed. The outer world eventually snaps back to match the inner world. But when you work from the inside out, when you change consciousness first, the changes are lasting. They're permanent. Because now the mirror is reflecting the new consciousness. You're not forcing anything. You're not fighting against your own being. You're creating from a new state, and your reality naturally matches that state. And here's what's incredible. When you change your consciousness, often the outer world changes in ways you couldn't have predicted or planned. Things you never could have forced happen naturally. Doors open, people show up, opportunities appear. Because you're not trying to control how. You're just being someone different, and the mirror reflects that. Your consciousness, who you believe you are, is the creative force of your life. Your outer world always mirrors your inner world with perfect accuracy. To change your life, you must change your consciousness. Now, this might feel big. You might be looking at your current life and thinking, wait, so I created all of this? Even the stuff I don't like? Yes. But not consciously, not intentionally. You've been creating it unconsciously, running on autopilot, operating from inherited beliefs and past conditioning. But that's about to change. In the next video, we're going to dive into something called the consciousness pyramid. It's a framework that shows you exactly how consciousness creates reality, step by step. The mechanism, it's the process. And then we're going to help you identify your current consciousness, what you're actually creating from right now. For now, I want you to do one thing. Remember that one area of your life we talked about at the beginning? That one you wanted to change? Look at it. I mean, really look at it. And ask yourself this question. What would my inner world, my consciousness, have to be for this outer world experience to make sense? Don't judge it. Just observe it. Just see it. Because awareness is always the first step. If this video helped you see something differently, hit the subscribe button. We're just getting started. And I'll see you in the next video where we go even deeper. You're closer than you think.